Hey, what up YouTube? It's Doomnyc here with another deck profile. This one is a hot topic right now. This is a deck that people are actually ranting and raving about, talking about being the next big thing. A lot of people did talk about wind-up Ninzektors being, a really good deck. Honestly, I think that straight wind-ups are better than wind-up Ninzektors, but some people might disagree with me. Other people might think that just straight Ninzektors are, good as well, which they are, but this deck right here is actually very, very good combo based, and it seems that in Atlanta you might see a lot of these decks being played. So let's get started. It's going to be Ninzektor, or what a lot of people are calling Ninzektor. It's a combination of the Ninzektors and Ninjas with not super transformation, but just regular ninjutsu art of transformation. Now, everybody knows what super transformation does, but ninjutsu art of transformation, this card, you can tribute one ninja monster you control to special summon one beast, wing beast, or insect type monster from with a level less than or equal to from your deck to your hand. So, to the field. So, this is obviously very good because one of the main problems with Ninzektors, which a lot of people have pointed out, is that they have trouble bringing Hornet to the hand or the graveyard. So, that's going to help solve one of the problems. So, let's get started with the deck. First off, we've got Blackluster Soldier. Some people might disagree with this. I think that in the format that we're in, this card is just too good right now not to be playing, and you don't want your opponent to have that really big advantage over you because they're playing it and you're not. So try to fit this in most decks. It doesn't go in every deck, but if you can play it, then you should play it. Dark Armed, you play a hell of a lot of darks, so you should play Dark Armed. Two Veilers, if you're not main decking this card, you're going to lose to the wind-up matchup. So this is the reason why I'm playing BLS. If I was just playing Gold Ninjas alone, I wouldn't play this. But if you're going to play against wind-ups, then you need to main deck the Veilers. So that's why BLS ended up being in the deck. Then we go into the Ninzektor stuff. We got 3 Centipede, 3 Dragonfly, and 3 Hornet. Don't let anybody fool you with any other builds. Play 3 of each. It just makes it more consistent. And they're all dark, so obviously it's good for Dark Armed. 3 Hanzos, again, another ninja that's dark, so Dark Armed is obviously good with that. And then you got 2 Upstarts. Now, the reason I'm not playing 3 Hanzo and 3 Upstart is because Hanzo is the +1, where you can search the trap that you need, and also if you special summon, then you can search the Gold Ninja, whereas if Gold Ninja's effect goes off, you can search the Hanzo, but not the trap. So you actually have to minus the trap in order to use his effect. But again, 2 ninjas is pretty good. So with the 4 lights, you should be able to manage BLS. So that shouldn't be that much of a problem. So 18 monsters. Let's go on to the spells. We got 1 Allure of Darkness, and for the people who say that Dark Armed, may be dead, Dark Armed has always had the opportunity of being dead because you drew it late game when you have like a ton of darks, and Allure has always been there to be able to rid yourself of that and draw 2 cards. So again, this is a really good, combo, and it should be played together at all times. Dark Hole, Foolish Burial, first turn Hornet in the grave is always good. Heavy Storm, Monster Reborn, 2 Space Typhoons. Now, here's a change from the last ninja build, is 3 Potted Duality. This deck is all about speed. It's all about speeding through your deck, getting your combos off, your destruction stuff with Ninzektors, your tribute stuff with ninjas, and of course your BLS and Dark Arm plays. So, you could play Shard of Greed, but then you'd be slowing the deck down a little bit. And this deck right now is all about speed until the ban list. So I expect to see triple Potted Duality in this deck. 1 Rhoda searches out your ninja stuff. And that's the spells, the traps. I got 2 Fiendish Chain. Again, this is good in the wind-up matchup. Pretty good in Ninzektor, mirrors and stuff like that. So it's obviously really good. 3 Ninjutsu Art of Transformation. Obvious, this is the main win condition of the deck. The Solemn Brigade, Starlight Road, just to keep your stuff on the field. Torrential, and a Trap Dust Shoot. Now that's the 40 card deck. We're gonna go into the side. We got Chimera, we got Cyber Dragons, Crows. We got the third Veiler, again very important for the wind-up matchup. We got the double Fossil Diner. Now I want to talk about this card. This actually happens to be really good because most of the time, if you get your Ninzektor plays off, you can actually blow 2 cards up on the field, have Dragonfly and Centipede able to attack, and if you have Dinah on the field, you don't necessarily have to exceed, but you can just leave things the way they are. This is mainly for the 6 Samurai matchup, because apparently in Mexico there was a ruling that said that when Hornet came on the field as an equipped spell, when he activates and sends himself to the graveyard, it was like you playing a spell, and Xian was able to negate that. To me, I think that's a bunch of baloney. I think that when Hornet's already on the field, he's active. So by sending himself to the graveyard, you're just, activating a spell that's already been, activated. It's not the first time activation of the card. So Xian shouldn't be, but hopefully, maybe they fix that ruling, maybe they don't. I don't know, but that's why Dinah's in the deck, to stop Xian from doing what he does. Max C, 2 of those for the wind-up matchup again. Black Horn of Heaven, it's extra negation for summoning for 6 Sams. If the Xian ruling stays, you're gonna see a lot of people side decking Black Horns. Bottomless Trapos for Dino Rabbit, because Dino Rabbit's still way too good right now. Chain Disappearances, if you can get rid of those wind-up rats, this is obviously very good. And the Chimera Tech. For the extra, we got Catastor, Armory Arm I'm playing, and usually you don't see this in decks that are not plants, but because you run lots of level 3s and the Veilers, you can get this, so it could be pretty good. Black Rose, Bryonic, Stardust, Trish, just the random staple stuff. Then we got 2 Blade Armor Ninjas. I actually really like this card. The fact that it can attack twice is obviously very good. Levier, you can get back your stuff that you removed with Dark Arm and BLS. A lot of people say that they don't like playing Dark Arm in Ninzektors because you have to remove your stuff, but if you play Levier, you can get it back. Leviathan, double Utopia, Steel Stone Roach, and double Wind-Up Zenmains. And the reason I'm playing 2 of these in the deck is simply because a lot of times when you're playing Ninzektors and you go off that turn, and then at the main phase 2, you go into Zenmains. And if they manage to get Zenmains off the field, I know if you go into the combo again, which you can, then especially with Centipede's effect going off and you getting Dragonfly for next turn, you may want to go into Zenmains again. Like, there's been a lot of times where I wish I had double Zenmains in my extra, so I decided that this would be a good fit for the deck. And if you're going to YCS Atlanta, expect to see a lot of players playing 2 wind-up Zenmains in their extra because it's just that good. So guys, this is the Ninzektor deck, at least the one that I put together. There's going to be a lot of different builds out there, a lot of different tech choices. Try and test out the one that you think is the best. Use mine as a guide, to help you guys out. Leave your comments down below. Let me know what you think about the deck. And until next time, YouTube, peace.